Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Now I ought to say, who out there is ready to rumble in the jungle with yours truly here? And yes, indeed, because we have some things to get to today. Yes, indeed, we do. You know, I'm going to bring this up first and foremost here. Boom. So this was shared in a couple different chats that I'm in. So this is in Korea. So in Korean, we have them advertising Marvel Future Fight and Shang-Chi's movie. And you see Shang-Chi front and center there. That's the insignia, you know, that they change it every update, right? And it looks like 100% Shang-Chi is coming, and then the other two on either side of them, I'm actually not sure who that is. So if any of you folks out there know who that is, I haven't done the digging myself, but if you do know, please enlighten us in the comments, and we'll share it around. But apparently it reads, so that's a redeemable coupon. It says movie Shang-Chi, and then it says August 19th to October 3rd is when this coupon is actually redeemable, and it's redeemable for a 6-star Shang-Chi, and that's written in Korean. And thank you for those who translated this for us. But that's pretty cool. So indeed, check it out, ladies and gentlemen. So Shang-Chi, my Shang-Chi, he's already 6-star, tier 2, ready to go. Now he hasn't got a uniform, so this would be his very first uniform. Also, one character that I am aware of that is in the movie that I have seen from some snippets of trailers is Abomination. He makes another appearance outside of his I believe his first and only appearance in the Hulk movie. But this could be some big things here. Now, I'm actually curious. So he has a leadership tag and he has the agility tag. That is subject to change. We have seen that change on characters, but he is combat. And for those who are pushing World Boss Legend, I know it is much of a concern for me. That is basically the first thing I check when these updates come and we're getting news of new characters. I check their tags and then just what kind of categories they fall into, and then I kind of cross-reference with the requirements or restrictions, whatever you want to call it, for each 5 stages of World Boss Legend. So this man, he could be a huge help for those. So it's 60 to 64, and it's human combat. Yeah, it's just human combat, I believe. Characters like Thing, Taskmaster, human combat. Duh. Okay. So characters like Maker, Thing, Taskmaster, they all fall into that category. Shang-Chi would fall into that category as well. And then for Mephisto, stage 25 to 29, he could also be helpful there. But that is pretty sick. That's pretty sick. So, as I mentioned before, if you know who the 2 other characters are, please let us know on that. All right, now that we got that out of the way, let's jump into some more of the meat and potatoes of this video here. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so first and foremost, I know I'm a little late to the party on this one, but this isn't my main gig. I kind of just do this for fun, for you guys for the most part. I had quite the weekend, some events, some outings with the wife and some friends, and we had a hell of a time, by the way. Very much enjoyed ourselves. And also, my apologies if there's a little bit of lag. It seems like whenever I play like any other like videos or anything, there can be a little bit of a lag here. So my apologies if that's the case, but we're gonna get through this the best we can here. All right, so if you didn't know already, 2 uniforms it appears that Loki is getting. Now, could they be synergy uniforms? We would imagine so. We really won't know until this actually hits the game. And okay, let's just continue here. Now, they actually did a very good job. There's so many Easter eggs packed in this sneak peek here. It's actually pretty amazing. But one thing that actually worries me a little bit is, so this version right here is actually so this is the hero version of Loki. All right, and you got a lot of stuff in here. So they got his race right, his height, eye color. Right here where it says gender fluid, because a lot of things in the game, right? ABX, it doesn't necessarily pertain to ABX because it's just universal super villain. So you could use him for ABX there, and it doesn't break it down by gender, but World Boss Legend breaks it down by gender. And I'm really hoping that his tag in the game actually stays male, because we have so Mephisto 55 to 59, and then Null 65 to 69 is so it's male villain for Mephisto, and then it's universal male for Null. But let's continue here. And so yeah, that's the hero version. And then the president version, which I have a screenshot that I'll show you guys if you're not aware of who he actually is. This guy's the villain. But from the actual show, I'll show you who he is. But another reference right here is that he's still at large. So and it's so funny, all the information they put in here, and it's actually very accurate to the show. And if you haven't seen the show, go watch it. You're doing yourself a disservice by not watching it. It was so good, so good. All right, let's continue playing this, because this is basically the end here. I'm not going to break down all the Easter eggs in here and this and that, but let's move on here. Alrighty, ladies and gents. Okay, so I mentioned I show you a screenshot of Loki straight from the show. So this is President Loki here, and if you look, the similarities between the two seem to be pretty much identical, right? I'm pretty excited about it. That's pretty funny. And we're going to talk about some the synergy uniforms that we've had in the past and the performance of them, because they've been kind of hit or miss. But let's hope this is a hit. I mean, the thing is, when we got Falcon in the game, right, straight from the show, Wanda as well, Vision too for a time. He's just a little finicky to play with an energy, but we're going to talk more about that in just a bit here. But yeah, there it is again. And then one other thing we're actually going to check out is the Twitter feed here from. Excuse me. All right, here we go. So this is Marvel Future Fight Twitter, and what it reads here, it says the Loki variant is cooperating with us for now. Another, however, remains at large. Celebrate the journey of Marvel Studios Loki in the V735 update. And so I'm guessing that they're referencing this exact sneak peek, and they're talking about the hero Loki and then the villain Loki. They're not talking about another Loki that's still yet to be revealed, because God knows we have so many Lokis, right? All right, let's pop over to the forum now. Oh, and by the way, in case you're wondering why I don't have the game in the background, it's because of the lag. I don't know why it started happening, but I'm gonna get to the bottom of it, and if I have to get a new computer, that's gonna be the case. But let's rock and roll here. Okay, so on the forum it says CM Fragment wants to tell us that authorities have caught a Loki variant threatening to overthrow our timeline. He seems to be cooperating for now. However, sources say that they were seeking for another Loki with other nefarious intentions. And it says still at large is the title of the sneak peek. And it says agents, keep a lookout for the variants inspired by Marvel Studios Loki coming soon. And again, I know a lot of people are disappointed that we're not like in this, we're not seeing Sylvie, we're not seeing the alligator Loki, but we are getting two versions of Loki. And I'm like I said, I think they're going to be uniforms. They're going to be synergy uniforms. It's not going to be a brand new character. For them to add an additional character and give that character a tier 3 would just be, it just seems like it would just be a little wonky here at this point, right? All right, now let's talk about what this actually means for the game here. Alrighty, listen up. So as of right now, it's 11:58 p.m. Typically, the sneak peeks, they roll out at 11 p.m. So I'm guessing we're not seeing. So this is Monday night. It's about to be Tuesday, right? And we should see this tomorrow. So this will be within 24 hours. We're gonna see the update drop. It's gonna be tomorrow evening, sometime Tuesday evening, and I'm guessing we're not seeing another sneak peek before this. So it's a little strange that we have not seen anything for our guy War Machine, right? He's got the 3099 uniform, and it says 1 day 2 hours. So maybe maybe this is actually going to be in about, 24, 26 hours from now. So, okay, my estimation could be a little off. Maybe not tomorrow evening, but it's going to be like, for my time, Eastern Standard Time, it's going to be at about 2 a.m. It appears. So that might be when everything is dropping at that point. But War Machine's uniform looks absolutely amazing. The only thing is, if he doesn't get a tier 3 and Awaken skill, it's going to be quite the letdown, because you're just really not going to be able to use him anywhere besides like Alliance Conquest, right? I don't know, maybe Timeline. Have there been any characters, or could there be any characters with the powerful characters that we have for PvP now, without a tier 3 or Awakening, with the stat boost, most importantly, to be able to be a counter? But his skills look absolutely amazing. I'm not going to go through them right now, but so expect the update to drop at that point. But the fact that we're not seeing another sneak peek is it's a little disappointing, because like I said, so let's pull up Loki here, because this man, he's gotten a lot of uniforms, right? And there's some people, kind of a little upset that he's not getting like his original look. So apparently this right here is his original look. It's like this cell shaded deal, right? The same thing with like Hyperion, and Hawkeye has the same type of uniform here. And I'm not sure if they're gonna tread those waters yet again. But it's interesting that he's actually going to be. We're gonna see him as a hero. I'm pretty excited about that. It's gonna provide a lot of versatility. I really don't want him for PvP. I'm just hoping both these uniforms are PvE, because the last Synergy uniform, so Deadpool's uniforms were Synergy, but they really weren't, because it's literally the same exact uniform, just one's white and one's black. So I think the one right before that was Black Widow, right? Black Widow, and then Yelena both got their Synergy uniforms at the same exact time. So, right, her white suit is the PvP, and then the black is the PvE, and she was meta. She was definitely meta for a short time, right? In both PvE and PvP. I remember using her for Proxima. She was one of my go-tos for Proxima, and then for PvP, we already know, right, with her fifth and her fifth and her fourth skill, and then Yelena the same thing. But as soon as characters came out with the ignore targeting effect, that was put to rest. That was put to rest, and she even struggled against Hulk at that time as well. But I'm really hoping that both these uniforms are just PvE, and that it's going to give players a lot of versatility with ABX and World Boss Legend. If you can use both, one hero, one villain. I think that would be absolutely amazing. It would save you a lot of resources, right? Because you wouldn't have to build up two different characters. You'd have, well, kind of three. I mean, his uniform right now, right? He's ABX. He's a swap ABX meta still for certain seasons, for burn season with Supergiant. But this uniform, you can't use it for World Boss Legend. I mean, you could try, but he only operates with a Rage, and if you have Pierce, then it's just not really going to work out that well for you. And one of my other hopes is that he actually operates with an energy, right? Or a judgment. They could. I would really be pleased if they actually made his skills elemental damage. I mean, he's had elemental damage before, and he's got his one skill is it has chill damage on it, right? If I could actually, so his one skill has cold damage, but his previous uniforms, right? This one here, go to the skills, so his fourth and his first have cold damage, and I don't know, call me a little self-interested here, because I have 4 brilliant judgments and only 3 brilliant energies. And the thing is this, it appears that most of the characters now that you need to push World Boss Legend, they aren't using a judgment. They're just not using judgment. I went for more judgments because I thought the judgment was just going to perform much better in like all game modes, and that was going to be the next big thing. But The fact that there's only a certain amount of characters that can actually use it, you're limited to more. There's not as many characters that can use Judgment as opposed to Energy there. But yeah, I'm hoping he could work with either one. I'll be fine. And back to talking about Loki and then Sylvie, right? Because I think, I don't know, let me know your thoughts. Let me know what you think if Sylvie, if she ever were to come to the game, if she would be a Loki uniform, or a separate character, or a uniform for Enchantress here. So Enchantress at this point only has her one uniform, and it's her summer days. But I'm actually curious to what you guys think, what kind of category she would fall under to get one of those things. And it's funny because another variation of Loki, right? Because there's like the teen Loki, there's the Loki, right, with the orange face. There was a bunch of different versions of Loki in the show. But the one Loki, right, the alligator Loki, which was absolutely hilarious. Somebody actually photoshopped and made one of the insignias here, one of the icons, right? Like this deal, like for Torch, Hulkbuster. Someone made one of those icons, and there's a lot of people who are like, "Oh man, is that real?" A lot of people had a lot of people fooled with that icon. Actually, you know what? Let me grab a screenshot. Okay, so instead of me just babbling on about it, let me just show you here. How real does that look? Whoever did that, kudos to you, man, because you did a fantastic job. That would be absolutely amazing. Some people speculate that he could have a skill where different variants of Loki actually come out, and one of them being Alligator Loki, and then even Sylvie Loki. So they could still bring them into the game, right, without actually making them their own separate character. They could have Loki that just kind of like on his tier 3 skill right now, where he turns into he turns into all the different versions of himself. I think there's maybe like 4 different versions, and he could have something like that where maybe others come in, or he kind of turns into different versions. Like his new tier 3, he turns into Alligator, he turns into Sylvie, and then so on and so forth. I think that would actually be pretty badass. But one other thing here that, I just want to show you guys what I mean when I talk about, where my head goes when initially, just when there's news of an update and news of new characters coming, and where you could actually use them and where they would be useful. World Boss Legend is basically my, prime focus here. So right here, it's Mal Super Villain. So with his president uniform, you'll be able to use him here. So that's 55 to 59, and then you'll be able to use him again from 40 to 44 because it's only villain here, right? And then War Machine's Blast, so you'll be able to use War Machine 45 to 49. We got Shang-Chi coming. I'm not going to dive too deep into that right now, but most importantly for me, what I'm most concerned about, and this is just me personally, is from 65 to 69, which is Universal Mal. You got Loki here right now, so with either uniform, so even if they do go the route where one PvP, one PvE, you'll still be able to use them right here. That's if they keep his Mal tag, right? And let's or no, right here wouldn't actually matter. No, it wouldn't matter here. Yeah, so it's Universal Mal here, and then it's Mal Villain over there. So that's what I mean, though. The only other character right now that actually doesn't have a gender, so I believe it's not other there. Let me find Destroyer here. So Destroyer is universal, and if you go to his gender, it says neutral. Okay, so it's not other. My apologies. It's neutral. So let's hope that he's not neutral, because that would just mess a whole lot of things up, and I'm not for that. So let's get it right. And actually, let me realize this man's potential here. And by the way, yeah, we have all characters' potential realize now. Adam Warlock, could we be seeing something for him? I'm glad they did that. So, you know, just to get ahead of the game there, right? So you're not, you know, when we get news of an update, you can actually get his potential now, and you're not, because he is a native tier 2, and it could take a while, right? He is native tier 2. I don't know. Maybe he is a native tier 2. Maybe I just think he's actually native tier 2, and he's actually blast. Let me find this man, because I'm not sure. Yeah, I don't think he is native tier 2, right? Yeah, he's not, because I wouldn't be able to use... Or no, I would be able to use that ticket on him. I don't know. I don't know if he's native tier. Let me know if he's native tier 2 or not. I don't know. That's a question for the ages. But I'm going to end it here, guys. That's all there is to be said about this going on. Let me know your thoughts. There's a lot of stuff jam-packed in here. So, if anybody has any reasoning to it all and can break some things down further for us, let us know in the comments. Otherwise, I got some more stuff. I'm going to do another video right now for you folks. So, and it's going to be a special one, so you better stay tuned. You stay breezy, but most of all, friend, you stay safe out there. Peace.